Okay, so the official electronic self-assessment tool for teachers for school year 2023-2024 is already released. So we will be learning how to use this one. All you have to do is to click on the link provided. Here we have the link. It's on our page. So all you have to do is to click on this, and of course when you click on it, you'll be asked to it will by default open it using Google Suite web facility. So what you have to do here is to click on file and then try to click on download here. So you download it as Microsoft Excel. Okay, so once you do that, you will have you try to go to your downloads. If you're using Windows, in my case, I'm currently using Mac. So you just go to your downloads wherever it is saved and then look for the file, and of course you'll be opening it. So you try to open the file. Make sure you enable macros. So here, go to your file and then click open. So make sure you enable your macros when you open. So here you have a prompt. It may quite not be similar if you're using Windows, but please just always click enable macros. So if you click on enable macros, you'll be prompted to this page. All you have to do is to choose between proficient or highly proficient. If there are problems here, the same with the previous BHROD tools, you just click on auto fix to fix things, right? So did you notice that there was a problem with proficient? So you have to just click on fix. So in this case, we will choose proficient. If you're a teacher 1 to 3, just choose. If you're a master teacher, just click on highly proficient. So two tools are rolled into one here. So you have to click proceed. If you're done with this, the only thing that you are asked to do here is to ask if you're a master teacher or a proficient teacher. Okay, and of course, you click on agree. You cannot proceed if you don't click on agree. So here, I think we are very good at this already. We have to click on our region, whatever division you are. So here, you will notice that there will be a drag down menu here. You can just choose the appropriate division that you are in. Okay, and then of course, just remove the text you have typed in. Okay, so see if there's a problem, just press on escape. And then click on the municipality or district. So you can then put your school ID. Okay, for school ID, make sure it is a 6-digit. It's a 6-digit number. And then we have the school here. Type here the name of your school. Okay, and then for the school type, you will be asked if it's just an urban or a rural school size. You have to choose if it's a small, medium, large. And then the curricular classification, whatever is the nature of your school. Okay, and here you write your name. It doesn't matter if it's in small or capital letters, it will change it for you. Your employee ID, and then your employee ID in your position. Okay, and then your employment status, your age. By the way, for age, there's a drop-down menu, so just be sensitive on the drop-down menu. Whether it's male or female, and of course the number of years of teaching is limited to 0 to 3 years, or 4 to 10 years, or more than 10 years. Highest degree obtained, doctorate degree, and then you are to put here your degree. Okay, and then you place here the level taught. If you notice, it will automatically change if you're in kindergarten or in senior high school. It will automatically change. Okay, so that's the good thing about this one, right? So if you're all done with that, just proceed on next. It will prompt you if there are empty spaces there. So okay, but here you are now at part 2. So here, please remember our discussion on self-assessment. The purpose of this is to help you appraise yourself, or it's a conversation starter between you and your rater as to what do you think is your level of capacity for each of these objectives that you'll be having. So notice that there are objectives here that were all the 15 objectives are really embodied. So try to evaluate yourself. If you feel like you're very high on this, it's a conversation starter. So please rate this one together with your rater. And also for priority for development, you try to reflect if this one is low or moderate in terms of your capability. Maybe perhaps it has a very high priority for development. So please, you try to label it based on your insights together with your rater. This will be definitely be useless if you're just going to fill it up without even reflecting with your rater as to how it should be rated. No, so it should be an agreement between the two of you. Okay, or if he permits you to just rate yourself, make sure you talk about it later on. Okay, without that conversation, I think this will be not part of parcel performance commitment and planning. So prior to this, each one of you should understand, including the rater, how to accomplish all the necessary standards between among all these objectives. So we have videos on this as to how you're going to accomplish higher levels of performance and what is the features of practice for each of the objectives. So hope you will follow our page, or you will subscribe to our channel so that you'll be able to be apprised on these concepts and the standards that you have to follow. Okay, so if you're done with that, so you go click on next. Okay, for number 2, part 3, the second part here is it talks about the core behavioral competencies. So you tick the box of the competency indicator that you demonstrated during the performance cycle. Okay, so for example, I think here you try to reflect if you are really doing all these things. So this is for planning, a self-assessment. So if you think you embody this particular value or that particular competency, core competency, then you put a check. If you don't have that one, please don't write. Don't put a check mark. And you should agree with your rater on this as to how you are in terms of these dimensions. Okay, so if you're done with that, please click save. You have not take any competency. Okay, just proceed yes. And you can, if you haven't take anything, meaning you are 0 on that particular aspect in the core competency. So you try to put a password here. So let's put a password. My password is just password, so I'll just click go. Okay, so here we have already the summary for us. You have two options here. We see the check marks already, and then your level of capacity for each of the objectives and your priority for development. You have to print this one out, and then this is where you have your conversation with your rater as to your level of capacity and priority for development for each, and try to discuss how you have rated yourself on that aspect. And also for the core behavioral competencies, you have your discussion with your rater as to these dimensions. If you're done, finish, click finish, and then in this case, I'm sure the BHROD will release guidelines as to how this will be uploaded. So this is the reason it's locked. That's why it's red. This will be uploaded so that they will have a national assessment of looking at how teachers rated themselves at the beginning of the school year, and hopefully, with the help of your rater, you'll be able to successfully, do your performance and your demonstration all throughout the 4 grading period. So if you want to learn how to do your demonstration and prepare for your demonstration, don't forget to follow our page, subscribe in our YouTube channel, and share this video so that we'll be able to help other teachers step up their level of performance in the classroom, so that at the end of the day, we'll be able to help more learners. So thank you so much. Again, here in Learning with Doc Levs, our advocacy is to help more teachers so that in the long run, we'll help the future generation of this country, our learners. Thank you, everyone, and I'll see you in our next video.